as a coach, there's actually more kind of as a dad. There's things that you do in your life, and you get great enjoyment out of. So when you watch your kids do a sport, my daughter should do Irish dancing, and you'd see them do it, and you then remember that when you were a coach, other parents are watching their kids. So the kind of, when you're sitting between both camps, both as a parent and as a coach, you've got an understanding of what the emotions are on both sides. And as a parent to 3 different ages, I've got 2, 9, 15. The football madman out of them all is a 2-year-old. He doesn't stop smacking the ball. 15-year-old only now, last year, expressing kind of an interest to go and play for a team. Never pushed him into it. It was kind of so much. It was part of my life, that much football, that the last thing you're going to do is to go watch more of it. My family, yes, they can't understand. They say, like, I won't watch Premier League matches or sit down and big game on, chance of me watching it, slim to none. I watch so little football because when you're involved in so much football, it's difficult to then try to, during your time of switching off, to sit down and watch more of it, because it's that side of your brain that you're constantly analysing it then, and don't necessarily want to do either. So I'm kind of a highlights man. I watch the highlights of a game, snippets of it, and you get that done, you know. Say, when you work in sport, the last thing you kind of watch in your time off is that sport. It's kind of like the equivalent of a chef working in the kitchen all day, 8, 9, 10 hours, going home, then watching cooking shows. Or a Bricky or a Sparks working all day on a site, and then going home watching Home to Improve. As I just kind of critique and analyse rather than enjoy the particular programme. So probably watching a lot less telly now than kind of have done, partly because I fall asleep. The days are long at the moment, very long. So once you kind of switch off, sit down, the chances of me not falling asleep on the couch at night are slim. My wife would laugh. It's I'd kind of get a couple of calls. She'll give you a roar to wake up, and then eventually it's like, I'll go to bed. And that's been the reality for a long time. The difficulty with that then is, once you've had that power nap of 10, 15, 20 minutes and it's 10:30 at night, you're then ready to go again. So it's just why it's regular that I will work at 2, 3 in the morning, and then go to bed, and then get up at 7:30, 7 o'clock. So that's always something I need to kind of be aware of kicking on again after you've slept that little sleep, and then working late into the night. Big thing for us at the moment that we're working on is trip to Texas, coming up now on the 29th of January. Going over to Titan Space and seeing a few bits, seeing what's coming up, seeing the releases that they're going to have over the next year. It's great to see their growth in America as well at the moment, aligning with what we're doing here. We got a massive sponsorship package and partnership packages on now, 2020. Due so far, it sees us on the women's side of it with Female Ladies, Shelburne, Limerick. Limerick have been fantastic to deal with, really, really good since the first conversation. In fairness, all the women's teams have been excellent, and any of the clubs that we've spoken to. Through the initial meeting with Drogheda, with Tim Clancy up there, Tim was excellent, really receptive to what to get a high performance plan in, help their season. So between himself and the chairman, we got a great plan in place. Then Gary Cronin down in Bray, equally, as soon as we had the conversation, was all over it. They know the benefits to their players, to their clubs, to having a high performance plan. So we're delighted that we can roll that out. There's been other great conversations, like on the women's side of it, we've DLR straight away jumped all over it. This is important for their coming season to do things differently, and it's great in the women's game that things are everybody's coaches that are involved want it to be as professional as possible, and that's really, really important, I think, to develop this game in the country, that people have to invest their time, resources into growing the game. And there may not be an ROI on that in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. It might take that long for the game to really grow. Here, the talk all at the moment is an All-Ireland league. Be interested to see if that happens. Be really interested for that on the women's side of it, because I think with the clubs up north, who we've had a couple of really good conversations with also, that will help sustain some strong growth in the women's game as well. So there's a lot of really good things happening. I do find that at times it's frustrating. Sometimes you contact clubs and for whatever political reasons, there's no contact back, which is fine when your intent is good, such as ours, to try and help support the game as much as possible and use a high performance plan and module to do that. Our intent is to try and support the development of the game. So we'll continue to work on that, to continue to push that, and try and help as many clubs as we possibly can during 2020, 21, 22 and beyond. That's the aim for ourselves now.